Hi, Steve Ness here with Prime Lending. I'm sitting here with Tim Ornell with Caldwell Banker. How's it going, Tim?
It's great, Steve. How's the weather down in Arizona?
It's beautiful, warm like usual, 85 degrees. How about the weather up there?
37.
Oh, not
37 degrees.
not too bad. Still
Not too bad at
still
all.
kind of cold.
Yeah.
So hey, let me ask you a question here, Tim. Uh, I know that you just got your real estate license down here in Arizona. Tell me a little bit about how you see yourself communicating back and forth, going back and forth, and working in Minnesota and in Arizona now that you're building a team down here also.
Absolutely. Well, Steve, thanks for coming up with this great idea. Really do a Skype call. I'm currently in Minnesota right now at my home office, and we're just excited about the new expansion that's going to be taking place. It's already started of our first listing in Arizona in the next 3 months, as well as a number of buyers that we're in conversations with. But as you know, Steve, technology has just changed tremendously, even in the past 2 or 3 years, right? We can jump on this Skype call. We can jump on an airplane and fly down. A lot of the data that used to be advantageous, like an old car dealership, where the realtor had all the insights, the lock and key is really now accessible on different sites, Realtor.com, Zillow, even my Coldwell Banker website. So the consumer is just so educated, where we are trying to provide a service solution where we think is missing. Just think of, Steve, if you sold your house, when you did sell your house, you recently relocated, you had a team in place that could have a flawless transaction, and now then showed a user experience of you flying down to Minnesota, I mean, not flying down to Arizona from Minnesota, helping you navigate the landmines of what community you wanted to live in, where you wanted to live in, what maybe second house is a better fit for you. And so we're really excited just to start this next chapter in the adventure that is relocation to Minnesota, Arizona. So we're excited.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be. I think it's going to be a wonderful experience to anybody that's working with you up there in Minnesota that wants to buy their second home or buy a property for investment sakes down here, where it's a great investment opportunity right now in Arizona, because you can Airbnb houses down here very easily, because everybody wants to come down here in the wintertime. Maybe you got how I
Oh,
ended up
sure.
down here. My parents snowbird down here. I followed them after 15 years of them, talking about how wonderful it was every day. I'd call them, what's the weather like? Oh, it's just beautiful, 85 degrees. It just,
Right?
and then everybody goes, well, in the summer times it's really hot. Well, guess what? The summertime's not that bad. 115
It's
degrees
not.
here is not bad because there's no humidity. So
No,
it
not
sounds
at
like it's
all.
hot, but it's really not that bad.
No. Well, you've
So
been excited to hear your story down there. Sounds like things are going well. You're settling in, and you have your Arizona license plate now, or are you officially
yeah, I'm
Arizona?
officially 100% an
Okay.
Arizonian. Yeah, I
Arizona.
think that's what they call them, an
Sure, I was
Arizonian,
like, wow.
maybe.
Your driver's license is Arizona, and you're good to go.
Everything good to go. Now I'll probably end up, buying something back in Minnesota eventually. Something more like uh, probably a condo, because I still have kids back in Minnesota, but
Yeah.
you know what? I don't want to have, something that I have to take care of a whole lot. So I want something a little bit more turnkey that I can, just lock up and go. And here, the lifestyle is a little different too, because a lot of maintenance free. I mean, compared to what we have to do in Minnesota with mowing and snow blowing and everything else, it's not that way here at all.
Yeah, it's a lot
Very
different.
maintenance free here. That if you do have to have maintenance, um, it's you have people that take care of that, you know, landscaping at a very reasonable rate. It's not a big deal like it is in Minnesota.
For sure, that's awesome. That's great.
So, anything else that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm curious to know, Steve, is, as we've seen all the data, there's 80,000 people coming in, every month. The stats alone from California are crazy with the new low income taxes. A lot even from Minnesota that I'm talking with, I heard in that retirement age are just capitalizing on the tax strategies, the tax benefits. They're meeting with their financial advisor, their attorneys, their lenders. Actually, not mean really, probably meeting with their lenders, but you get what I'm saying. They're meeting with their ring that of the specialist. But are you seeing that, like someone that's boots on the ground in your open houses that you sit in with the other realtors, that there's the droves of people coming in that are relocating?
So I'm sitting in open houses on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday typically. Working quite a few open houses on the weekends, and it's amazing how many people are from out of state that actually are coming here. They're from the Midwest. You have quite a few of them that are coming from California that, you know, they're getting rid of their houses in California. They're coming and they're actually paying cash for the houses here because the price of living in their houses are so expensive in the California market. But and it's very reasonable here in Arizona. And you just see a ton of people that are coming down here and they're buying up these houses, and it's probably a pretty smart investment because they're buying now. They might not be looking at full retirement yet, you know, kind of like how I am. I'm not fully retired. Probably won't be fully retired for another 10 years, right? So you have a lot of people that are buying their second homes and they're Airbnb-ing them out here because they're generating some extra income off that. So they're coming out here, they're spending, you know, a couple, you know, weeks here and there, and the rest of the year they're Airbnb-ing because there is so much going on here in this market. You have the spring training stuff that's here. You got the golf tournaments that are here. You have, you know, the different car events here. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff here that people keep coming down to, and they're always looking for a place to stay for a week to 2 weeks, maybe a month.
Yeah. That's exciting.
So, yeah, great investment opportunity here for people.
That's awesome. And for anyone watching this video that are still watching it, we know attention spans are short on social media and online. Yeah. Me and Steve connected in the world of new construction, actually title days when I was a title rep. But are you still doing a lot of new construction? I know you still do a ton of relationships up in Minnesota. Are you still doing a lot of new construction down there? What's the landscape of new construction down there? I noticed it all one level, all indoor outdoor spaces. It's definitely fun to talk to builders that build down there from a realtor's perspective. Is that kind of, you're seeing a lot of growth as well in Arizona?
Yeah, it's a little different than what I'm used to. I haven't quite broken into the market in new construction like I still have in Minnesota. Here, I think there's more opportunity on the renovation because there's a lot of homes that need renovating. Okay. They do some stuff different here too with renovation. Also, you can actually take everything down except one wall and call it a renovation, which is kind of crazy. Wow. So, I mean, you see a lot of that if you find a really nice property as far as land goes, but the structure needs renovation. I mean, you can take it all the way down, leave one wall standing, and do a renovation loan. So, I mean, there's tons of opportunity here.
That's awesome.
The new construction stuff, you have, I think right now they have more national builders here. So, you know, my new construction product, you know, the national builders have their own lending teams, and
sure, yeah,
you know, don't let us in that realm. So it's, you know, something that we don't get to compete in. But if it's a custom builder, then, you know, absolutely, we have the products for them.
Nice. Well, it's going to be a fun adventure. We're building the team out in Arizona. We're continually to drive in Minnesota.
Yeah. It's great it's amazing how fast everything is moving and how big our team is growing out here.
Right. Well, it was fun, and thanks for inviting me to this call. You know, it's kind of fun. I know you're becoming as I have started to go down the process of opening my Arizona team. Mm-hmm. You start to think about how you generate business all again over from the beginning, right? And so thanks for jumping on this call with me. You know, if I was when you're flying a new city, you don't know anyone, you really have to differentiate yourself in a million different ways. Where when you live in your hometown, your name is already known by a few people, and you already have somewhat of a track record the longer you're in it. So it's really been fun to see you, Steve, with all your technology you're doing, your open houses that you're doing, and really adding a ton of value to your realtor partners. So it's just fun to see online. So keep it up.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. And if
Yeah.
anybody needs any of my help, you can always reach out to me. It's steve.ness@Prime Lending, or my cell phone, 763-350-2900. Give me a call. Ask me any questions. I'm here for you guys. Tim, how do they get a hold of you?
Just call me directly at 651-263-9480, or direct message me on whatever platform we're on, and I'll get back to you right away. Cool. Tim Ornell, Coldwell Banker in Minneapolis and now Arizona.
Nice. Yeah, and like I said, I can do all 50 states. So wherever your needs are, definitely reach out to me. I'm here to help.
There you go. Hey, you didn't have to pass the test in two states, did you?
I'm licensed in all.
There you go. All right.
All right. Catch you later. Thanks, Tim.
All right. Thanks, Steve.